Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video, and this is a paid request for Ethan. Thank you so much for that. For those interested in requesting any type of videos, movie reviews, re-reviews, random thoughts, streams, commentaries, tier lists, rankings, video game playthroughs, random thoughts, reactions, whatever the case, feel free. PayPal is the best way to do it. Do have a Cash App as well. Links are down below in info box, and I will get to it as soon as I possibly can. So thank you. Now, Ethan wanted me to look at his short films, which he had a playlist, and there's about a dozen or so. And they do seem rather personal. There's definitely a lot of thoughts of depression, among other stuff. Now, when it says short films, I'm expecting like a short film with a story of so. I guess I hate saying this. A lot of it I just didn't get it. I didn't understand it because they're short films. But okay, it's, for example, the first one was Full Interview from 2018, about 18 minutes long. Now, it seems like he's just doing a vlog like this, talking about his life, where he's from, what his favorite movies are. But it's being conducted like an interview. So, he's like answering someone who's not there. He's like, oh, what do you say? And then no one says anything. And then he's like looking on a phone for what his favorite movies are. And there'll be text, but the text at times changes like 3 times of like the text will be here, then it'll change to here, then it changed to here. I don't know if it was the program that was being used. And then it's always from Evergreen Valley High School. He dropped out. And there's this kind of snapping sound at times, which I'm like, what was up with that? It's like a snapping sound. And then, okay, he was in drama class in middle school. He owns about 20 books. His favorite films: Perks of Being a Wallflower, Breakfast Club, Footloose, both versions. He likes rap and hip hop. He wants to be an internet personality, popular, successful. He's going to community college. So this is all real. I hope it all worked out. I hope, everything worked out at the community college. But I kind of just go, okay, is this really a film? Where it's like a fake interview? Where there's not like a cutaway where there's someone interviewing him? Is this going to be like comedic? But it's not comedic? Is there going to be like some twist story to it? But it's not really. It's just. I'm like, okay, well, isn't this just a vlog? Where you're just talking about yourself? And then YouTubers to work with: Tyrone Madness, Dashy XP. Funny enough, not me. Although that's the right way to go. There's no point in working with me because I can't do anything about it. I'm not popular at all. It makes sense. You want to work with people who are actually popular and who can actually help out. I can't help out shit, so I did it. But I just didn't really see the point of why was this done as a film and not just as a vlog. So I guess I just didn't get the point of it. Number 2, The Knowing. This one was like, they're not really films. They're more just kind of art piece monologues about depression and dark thoughts. So in this, it's about 11 minutes long. He's smoking a cigarette. And I mean, I definitely feel, if this is his real thoughts, if this is Ethan's real thoughts, I definitely feel for the guy. Kill myself for someone to notice me. All I wanted was a friend. And then halfway through the video, there's no more video images, it's just audio. So it definitely seems like more art house pieces of monologuing, mostly in one room, and it does seem like something he's passionate. Well, I don't know passionate about, but something that does, at least at this point, this is around 2018, 2019, affected him. That's why I don't really want to be rude or nasty about it, because it seems like very personal stuff. I would say like this was probably one of the better ones in terms of it felt like he had a lot to say and meaningful to say. Sometimes the audio was a bit hard to see. And it's weird that the video kind of cut off. It was just audio the rest of the way. And the editing is kind of just him in his room, and then he's smoking a cigarette and stuff. The thrill is kind of the similar thoughts, similar monologue. Depression, obsession, just to get to that, that's later. Kind of similar theme, but he's on a computer and he's listening to Nirvana, something in the way. There's something in the way. And then there's another song he listens to later, but I didn't recognize what the song was. And he's doing this while smoking from a computer. So a song will play, he's just listen to it, then he talks idea about depression, kind of like he did in The Knowing and The Thrill. So he definitely has had these thoughts for a while, and I'm very sorry that for anyone to go through that. I definitely hope things are getting better for you, man. Hope things are getting more up to speed and positive for you. It's just that I don't know what to say about that. Again, I don't know if I really call these films though, or short films. And maybe that's the thing. Like when I think of short film, I think of, it's character. You're telling a story. Maybe it's a horror story. Maybe like there's this one called "Don't Look Outside," which is about a minute long, where you get messages, and then we see text messages like put on the screen of "Don't look outside." Then he does, then the camera shifts, and he's gone. So I mean, it's a minute. There's not a whole lot to say about it. There's no answers. There's no lore. There's nothing. There's no jump scare. There's no really creepy moments, atmosphere, tension. It's just kind of, it goes by so briefly, a minute, that there's not much to say. I'm Ethan. I did like the idea. I would say this one I like the idea the most about, where it's a guy trying to put, I want to say answering machine, but like when your phone message, hey, I'm not here, leave a message after the beep, but with a cell phone. So he keeps doing it, but he keeps messing it up more and more and more. And the obsession of wanting to get it right. Just bite the bullet, make this happen. I did feel that it went on a bit too long. I felt that maybe some tighter editing, where it accentuates like the more anger and maybe gets funnier with the more angry he gets, the more obsessed he gets, and some rapid cuts in there. And I don't know if it needed to be 10 minutes long. But the idea of being more and more obsessed of trying to leave the perfect message and things are not going the best. I do like that idea. I would say if there's one of these to remake, it would be that one. Again, maybe just a bit tighter, a bit funnier reactions, the more aggravated one gets. There's there's like a social media trilogy about how social media stinks. Those videos I just didn't get. I didn't get the idea because we're on social media in terms of YouTube. So believe it or not, well, it is Facebook, but YouTube is social media. So I guess would you have a take it, eat it too, try it, but it's like at the same time, it is social media, so I just didn't get that. There's like a minute video about him running around Best Buy. I didn't really get I think he was like, him and his buddy were like, turning on music, and when it starts playing, they run. It made me nostalgic for Best Buy because I used to go to Best Buy, but then there's not many of them left now. There's one that's like a buddy cop thing where it's kind of just, this camera just sits there and he's here and his buddy's kind of over here at a chair. And it's like he's trying to get the guy to say a line, but then he keeps fucking up the line, but then he keeps laughing about it. And then Ethan kind of keeps looking at the camera, and his face is like kind of like half his face there, and I was like he's looked at the camera, but he's looked at his buddy, and I just didn't get it. I didn't get what the deal was. I apologize. I don't mean to be rude. I don't mean to be an asshole. I just didn't get it. I just did not understand. I'll put the link down below, the playlist, for those who want to watch. I just, maybe you folks will understand it more than me. I just didn't get it. I just didn't get it. I would say that the depression monologues definitely feels like something he was getting out of his basement. If it helped him heal, if it helped him get through tough times, then that's the best thing to happen. And all the power to that. The answer machine one, the voice messaging one, that one I think has the most potential. But again, they're not really films. They're just kind of, I don't know. I wouldn't call them short films. Sometimes maybe it seems like maybe in his shell a bit and doing certain things, which I know how that goes because that's how I was back in the day in school, and especially. But when I do a stream, I'm pretty low key, but I mean, life is so fucking short and crazy. Just finally just unleash it and just say fuck it, because life's too short for the bullshit, so to speak. But I mean, I apologize. It's not much more in depth than that. I apologize. It's not more positive than that. Kudos to anyone for making any videos. If it helps with your time on Earth and such, that's all good, and nothing I say should take away from that. So, but he wanted my thoughts on them. Again, they're not really short films, so to speak. I would say the closer would be the knowing in the monologue, the thrill, like those two, and then the answer machine. Like those were the closest to films, I would say. But other than that, thanks for watching. Take care. Thanks once again, Ethan, for the request. I do appreciate it. And we'll talk to you later. Hope you're doing well. Hope everything's going well for you in the year 2026. Hope everything is going up and away. Things are tough all over for everybody, so I know how that goes. So I'm definitely wish you the best. So thank you, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye for now.